pretty much just a complete performance for the team. 10-0 victory over UCLA, first win in 8 or 9 games against them, and a really big win to start the series.
Well, I think it's a big win. Anytime you can win on Friday, I think, or tonight, this week, Thursday, it kind of sets the tone for the weekend. And, we know we have a good pitcher we're going up against tomorrow with Watson, and then they got another good one with Poteet. But we feel that with the Wheatley brothers the next 2 days, we were in pretty good shape too, and we didn't have to really go deep into our pen. Wyatt did a great job. He got in a little jam and pitched out of it after we scored the 4 in the first, and I think he really kind of eased into, he settled into the game, and kind of like last week, settled into the game, and it could have gone out for the 9th, but once we got those 5 in the 9th, it was time to shut him down.
And what did you say to him after that 4-run first inning? They get a couple guys on in the first inning. You go out and talk to him. What exactly was the message?
Well, it was more than anything. It was, we had a double play. We don't turn. I mean, he's going to be 3 up, 3 down in about 11 pitches. And we're going to come back in to hit, and then all of a sudden it becomes an inning and it's bases loaded. And I just told him at that point, hey, don't try and do too much. Just make your pitch. Let's get this guy out right now, go in to hit, minimize whatever could happen. And I wanted to give him a little bit of a breather because, the third hitter of the game, he was going to be through the inning on that double play ball. And then we turn it into, we get the out at second, then we're at first, we hit a guy, they get a single, and now it's bases loaded. I thought he made some real good pitches in big spots. He pitched out of a couple jams where he was second and third and 1 out, and he gets a big strikeout and then gets the out, and then he pitched out of the bases loaded, gets a big strikeout of Bono in the first. So I'm real proud of how he is pitching, especially when his back's up against the wall. And I thought Stubby called a great game tonight and makes my life easy.
What has he done in the recent, what kind of adjustment has he made to really become the dominant pitcher that you kind of expected that he could be coming into the season?
Well, I think what he's doing right now is the fastball command is better. It didn't show up early in the game, but then he had his curveball and change. And I think that when he's good, he has all 3 pitches working, and he can pitch. You saw a couple 2-0 changes. Williams, he got a big swing through against Williams with a 2-0 change, and it just allows him to get the fastball to the back of the swing. I mean, we all know he throws really hard, but it gives him more of a fly ball or a weak ground ball rather than a bullet up the middle. He's been doing a good job of keeping the fastball down, and then that makes the changeup and the breaking ball better. And so now you're seeing the strikeouts come up because of the fastball command. I think that's what he's done real well the last few weeks. When you think about his starts in the conference, really his only bad start is the Washington start. He had a solid start against A-State. It wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't poor. And then he's been pretty good other than that. Against Utah it's 2-7, and then he's gone 9 and 8 scoreless the last 2 outings. So he's really turned into that Friday guy, the guy that you'll match up with anybody, and you feel like he's going to give you 6, 7, 8 zeros so your offense has a chance to get going. Now, today that was different than anything we're normally used to. I mean, we had a big 3-run homer in the first, but we have to do a better job of not waiting until the 7th to score again. And, we had Capronian on the ropes. He threw a ton of pitches in the first inning. And to his credit, and the reason he's as good as he is because he pitches into the 7th, and it's still 4-0. And so we needed Wyatt to be every good of what he was for us to have a chance to win. And then, granted, we separated at the end, but it was a game for a long time. It may not have always seemed like it, but it was a game for a long time. And so I'm real proud of what he did. I'm real proud. I thought we made some really good plays on defense. We didn't turn a couple double plays, but Reggie played. He played a really good shortstop. He made a great play. I forget what inning it was. There was a guy at third, a ball in the hole, and he kind of almost slips, and then he made a great throw to first. And he's really stabilized that for us. And then we had some big hits. We had some 2-out hits is what we've been struggling with. We had some bases loaded hits. We had some hits with the infield in, and that was all nice to see because, that's what we've been struggling with. But to see us score 10 runs back-to-back games, that's encouraging.
And how much do you think it loosened up the team when you get that big 2-out hit in the first inning with Timmy, going with just a line shot out there to left field?
Well, I think it really takes the edge off because we're up 1-0, and then we have a big strikeout. He makes a great pitch on Dante, and you're thinking, we need to cash a couple, another one in because that's a free run. Mm-hmm. And then Timmy picks us up with that line drive homer, and now it's 4, and so at least you have a chance to take a breath. And then the dugout's like, all right, we're in good shape. And then Wyatt goes out there and does his thing, and I think it just kind of loosens up everybody.